For the EPA 608 exam, you must know the precise difference between reclaiming and recycling refrigerant, as this distinction is a frequent source of test questions. The core of the issue revolves around purity and change of ownership. Reclaiming is the process of taking used refrigerant and reprocessing it to meet the strict purity standards of new virgin refrigerant. This standard is known as AHRI Standard 700, and it specifies that single-component refrigerants must achieve a minimum purity of 99.5%. Only an EPA-certified reclaimer is legally allowed to perform this process. Once a refrigerant is reclaimed to the standard, it can be sold to a new owner and used in any compatible system, just as if it were brand new from the factory. This is especially critical for refrigerants like R22, since the production and import of virgin R22 was banned on January 1, 2020. The only legal supply for servicing existing R22 systems comes from reclaimed stock. Recycling, on the other hand, is a much less intensive cleaning process. It typically involves using filter dryers to remove particulates, moisture, and oil from used refrigerant. Any Section 608 certified technician can perform recycling on a job site. However, the critical exam point is the same owner rule. Recycled refrigerant can only be returned to the same appliance it was removed from, or to another appliance owned by the very same person or company. It absolutely cannot be sold to a new owner. The exam will test this with scenario-based questions. For instance, a question might state that a technician recovers R410A from a residential unit and asks if it can be sold to a different homeowner after running it through a recycling machine. The answer is no. To change ownership, that R410A must be sent to an EPA-certified reclaimer. Another common trap is confusing the terms. The test may describe a process of filtering refrigerant on-site and ask if it's now considered reclaimed. It is not. It is only recycled. To keep this straight for the exam, use this simple phrase: reclaim to resell, recycle for yourself. This mnemonic links the act of reclaiming with the legal ability to resell the refrigerant to a new owner, while recycling is limited to reuse within the same owner's equipment. The EPA maintains a public list of certified reclaimers, and technicians often send recovered refrigerant to wholesalers or suppliers, who then consolidate it and forward it to one of these certified facilities for processing. Understanding this workflow and the strict legal line between these two processes is essential for passing your EPA 608 exam.